think it all starts with film. Just locking in more on that. Just knowing my opponent, getting to know my opponent better, and kind of just doing that so I can show out on Saturdays.
Who are your opponents on the Virginia offensive line like?
I mean, they're a solid group. They've been dealing with injuries, but overall I think they're pretty solid. And I'm excited for Saturday.
Talk a lot about the tackles from Saturday. Did you guys feel like you were at least in the right spot to make those plays? And then, if you just finished them, it would have been different.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is, man. We just got to finish. I think there were two plays in particular that kind of got us. I think it was two missed tackles, but at the end of the day, I think that's what it came down to, man. We just got to finish plays, and I think if we would have did that, it would have been a different ball game.
It's fair to say that you guys feel like that game on Saturday was really reflective of who you are as a football team.
Yeah, I mean, we were just a little off, man, and in this game, man, that just happens sometimes. But it's been a big emphasis on tackling and getting to the ball. Not just two guys, not three guys, but all 11. So we'll definitely get that fixed.
Well, you guys have bounced back pretty good from the loss. What is it about the locker room, the guys involved that allows you to do that?
I think it's just a brotherhood, man. I know that's like a cliche term that everybody kind of uses, but we kind of just sticking together more than ever right now, just because we took a loss on Saturday, and we all had a bad taste in our mouths after that, and we definitely don't want that again.
Pat McIntyre talks a lot about limiting explosive plays, and SMU had a lot of them on Saturday. What made it so difficult to stop those plays, and how are you guys learning from that and trying to fix it?
I mean, some of those plays, man, we were just in the wrong spot, based off the film, and we seen that right after on the sideline. But just locking in on the little details, man, and just so everybody could be where they're supposed to be, in the right time.
How do you think you guys have responded this week in practice?
Say that one more time.
You guys have responded this week in practice after the loss.
There's definitely been a huge emphasis, like I said, just on running to the ball, not getting 2-3 guys to the ball, but all 11. So I think that's the biggest thing right there.
Anything else? Jimmy, thank you for the time.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. Questions, please.
Konata, what did the receivers have to do to help this offense get to where it was in those first 5 games of being really explosive?
I'm sorry, repeat that. I can hear you.
What did the receivers role? What did you guys have to do to help this offense get back to where it was the first 5 games of the year, being really explosive like it was?
I just think taking care of the little details. When we come out to practice, don't take practice for granted. Making sure we dominate our one-on-ones in practice, because that ultimately translates to the games. But just making sure we go over the details, our depth, running the right routes, make sure we're in the right spots for the quarterback, and then obviously get extra, doing extra. What you put in is what you get out. So.
Do you see a big difference between, we tend to look at it like, the last 3 games, the Cal, Syracuse, and Saturday's game, where maybe the offense seemed to take a step back. Do you see a difference between the first 5 and the last 3?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, we haven't been playing to the standard that we want these past 3 games, and like I said, that just goes back to the fundamentals, the details, and just how we practice, making sure we're doing the right things, and taking those necessary steps that we did in those first 5 games to be as explosive as we were. So.
We understand there was a players-only meeting you guys had. How helpful was it? What kind of things were aired?
It was a players-only meeting. We like to kind of keep that within the team. We don't, that was just something that we decided to do, so.
You think it was helpful?
Yeah, I think it was helpful. Mm-hmm.
In what ways as a captain have you been trying to, help this team out after a loss like this?
Just to stay positive, it's one loss, that's not the end of the world. We've been playing good football for the past games, and, it's just about how you bounce back from adversity. Good teams, great teams always bounce back from adversity, because you're going to have that in a time, so.
Obviously, this season's been a little bit different. You guys started off 7-0 compared to last year. How do you think you guys will be able to bounce back? I mean, this is obviously your first loss. I think you guys will use that as motivation, I guess, against the good Virginia team.
I think we'll bounce back well. This is a tough team. We have a lot of grip. We have a chip on our shoulder. We got a lot of dogs, and you can see it from obviously the Cincinnati game and even this game. Even though we was down a lot, we still fought hard no matter what the score was. We kept each other motivated. We kept each other up. And that's just a big part of our brotherhood. Just staying positive, staying motivated, and understanding there's a lot still left for the season. So.
How has guys like Eli and Desmond, guys who weren't here last year, handled this loss compared to, you guys kind of, knew about that last year going into this year?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How have you seen Eli and Dez, guys who weren't here last year, experiencing that 3-9 season, handle this first loss?
I feel like they're handling it the same way that everybody is. We're still remaining positive. We understand that today's practice was really important, how we came out and we prepared. So, we was all on our P's and Q's, making sure that we came out positive, executing the way that we want to execute so it can translate to the game.
Anything else?
Do you feel like you're seeing different kinds of coverages?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like teams have definitely been doing a good job of mixing it up, playing a lot more drop 8, cover 2, disguising coverages, making things look different. So, teams definitely been doing a good job, and, that's why we're in here practicing, so trying to get better with that. So.
What was that? Just without too many game plan type of things, what can you do when a team drops like that, drops 7, 8 guys into coverage?
You just got to be effective in the run game. I feel like that's a big thing, because once you run the ball well, they have to come in and put people in the box. You can't drop 8. So I feel like that starts with having a good run game. And if you do pass it, just making sure we're very detailed in what we're doing and our reads and our routes and whatnot, being on the right timing, right space, and things like that. So.
One more? Dominic, you had one?
Yeah, was there anything in the SMU game, maybe if you look back on the tape, was there something that you noticed that you guys weren't doing, I guess, obviously, the rest of the previous games, so was there something in the SMU game that you saw that maybe you guys weren't doing, that you were doing in the previous game?
Just the little details, the minor things. Like we said, SMU is a good football team, and when you don't harp on those details, those little things, when it's good on good, that's the thing that changes the game. So, just making sure you're taking care of the little things, maybe stepping the wrong way or, making the wrong read or running the wrong route or doing something different. A good team takes advantage of that, and good players take advantage of that. So.
Good? Good.
What has been the mood of practice so far this week?
I think we brought a lot of energy, coming off a tougher game. We knew that we had to bounce back, and we're doing just that each and every day.
How do you guys balance, frustrations with the loss with the fact that you guys are 7-1 and still have a lot in your hands this season?
I think that starts with the off season, right? Like Coach Stack and those guys throw a lot of adversity at us. So when the adversity does hit at some point in the season, it's going to hit, whether it's, you just mess up a play or whether it's something bigger like a loss. We're ready for it and we know how to bounce back, and we're able to just lean on each other and continue to trust our coaches. And, it's it's not the end of the world. It's just one loss. And we're going to get back up and get another win this week and go 1-0.
What adversity does Coach Stack throw at you guys?
Just if running, we're running hills. We're doing a bunch of crazy stuff with him in the weight room. The list can go on and on. We could talk after, and we could talk all day on that if you'd like.
Jake, what are you guys doing to get more consistent offense?
I think we just got to trust the process, and Coach Bell and the whole staff. They've experienced a lot of winning in their past, and they know how to win. And, in order to win, you have to be consistent with everything that you do, whether it's in the film room, whether it's on the field at practice, whether it's your eating habits, your sleeping habits, the things that you're doing on the weekends, on our off days. So we just got to continue to be consistent and just go at it with a championship mindset in everything that we do, and we'll be just fine.
Jake, do you find this offense is being defended differently maybe than it was in the first half of the season?
Yeah, teams obviously, that's going to happen, right? People get to know your players, your personnel, where you like to attack the field, your strengths and some of your weaknesses, and people will try their best to beat you. That's part of the game, right? But we're doing a good job, I think, of being able to just play a long game of chess with whoever our opponent is, and we're gonna have a fun game this Saturday. I can tell you that.
Jake, the first CFP rankings came out last night. Is that something that you guys paid any attention to at all?
Personally, no, I haven't. I saw that we were 18. Yeah, I saw we were 18th, which I think that's great. But at the end of the day, we just got to take each game and handle our business each week, and when we look up at the finish line at the end, I think we'll be happy with where we're at.
How's Eli's mental state right now? I know after the Cal game, he said he was kind of playing like a freshman out there. It just seems like ever since Cincinnati WVU, it's kind of been struggling to get things going. Just how's his mental right now?
Eli's great. I mean, that's one of the things that our offense loves about Eli is his leadership ability that he has. And you know, whether he's playing like a freshman, like there's plays out there where I'm playing like a, fifth-year senior, and it's like I'm making them freshman mistakes as well. You know what I mean? And that's just part of the game. It's tough. You get looks that you're not always prepared for, or maybe they just catch you by surprise, or whatever it may be. But Eli's done a great job of just taking our offense by the horns and just putting us in the right direction. And we're going to all get in line and follow him.
You guys still have the crowbars that Brunowski gave to you?
Yeah, we still have them. And yeah, it's always a good reminder, to play physical. We're a tough team. We're in a tough city. We have a tough head coach. And I think as tight ends, we have to be tough. So it's just always a great reminder to play physical and bring that edge every single week.
You had 4 catches for 48 yards. What was it like just getting more involved in the passing game?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to be able to take advantage of those opportunities that I was given, and that's the really cool thing about our offense. I mean, if you go back and look at those plays, you have receivers running the routes to the proper depth, and the timing was there, so Eli was able to do that, and the reason the timing was there because the protection was good, and the running back got to his proper release. So, I mean, to be able to get some bigger catches down the field for me was definitely cool, and I mean, that's a testament to our offense. Just when it works, and we've all seen that.
Anything additional? Jake, thank you for your time.
Thanks, guys.
You guys have been a strong tackling team for most of this season. When you look back at what happened Saturday, what did you guys feel like you have to clean up to be better moving forward?
Basically just preparation. I think we was a strong tackling team because of our preparation throughout the week. That starts with Tuesday, Wednesday practice, so we got to stay on Tuesday, Wednesday practice so it can translate to Saturday.
What's the mood of the team?
We're in a good mood. I mean, sometimes you don't get punched in the mouth, so you got to see how you respond. Real dogs gonna respond. That's our mindset right now. We got to respond and punch the other team in the mouth coming this Saturday.
You guys have been resilient all year. Multiple comeback wins, bounce back, finding the answer in defense. Went from giving up a lot of points to very few points. What has been the tone? You're one of the captains. What are the leaders of this team? People look to. What has been the tone that you guys have set for the younger guys to follow this?
Basically, just staying consistency. Consistency is gonna get you where you want to do. That's what we started from preaching from day one of camp to right now. Because obviously, first 3 games we wasn't where we wanted to be as a defense. As the season got on, we got where we wanted to be. So we gotta stay consistent with that, and that starts with practice in the film room, preparation, everything. And once you stay consistent, the results gonna come every Saturday.
Like you said, getting kind of punched in the mouth, does that kind of help in a way, kind of get you guys, I guess, laser focused down the home stretch of the season?
I mean, that wasn't ideal. We didn't want to get punched in the mouth. We wanted to be the ones punching people in the mouth. But for sure, it kind of helps back in. Helps you the main goal is the main goal, and that's just going 1-0 every week and preparing at your best at the highest level every week. So yeah, kind of helps a little bit.
You guys ranked an 18th in the first college football playoff rankings came out last week. Does that mean anything to you at this point?
Nah, not at all. I mean, it's just about going 1-0 every week, and we go 1-0 every week for the end of the season. We'll see where we end up at the end of the season.
A couple of years ago, you guys won a game in October, and then finished the year really strong. Last year, had a tough year, but pulled out some wins kind of late. What does it take in those moments for a team to come together after a tough loss?
Being a team, basically what it is supposed to be. Being a team, coming together. All the stuff we've been throughout camp, spring ball, winter training, just coming together as a team and keep doing that to the end right now together. You get closer and closer throughout the end of the season.
What are some of the things that you, Donovan, and PJ have improved upon this season that you've noticed from your field?
Our mental aspect of the game, I think we slow the game down for ourselves. We can understand what teams are finna do to us off alignments, off formations, and that's just a big part of the game because when you can see a play before the play actually happens, you're able to make so many great plays while the play is happening.
Do you see Cruz kind of adjusting to that as well when he's on the field?
Yeah, Cruz, he's definitely, his first year, getting a lot of playing time, he's having a great year to me. I think he's just adjusting well. I think he's playing with great effort, great technique, and I think he's going to continue to keep getting better.
What have you seen from Virginia? What makes them, I guess, matchup?
They have a lot of great weapons. They have number 8, the quarterback, the running back, number 4. They have a lot of great weapons on the team, but it's going to be a great matchup. I think the head coach, the OC, they do a great job putting their players in position to make plays.
So we got to adjust to that and impose our will during the whole game.
Any final?